just want to show you guys that I am now running Arch Linux. I'm running it on both my computers, and I kind of wanted to just give a quick and dirty tour of how I set it up, and yeah, basically my setup for gaming, content creation, and coding. So, you can see my hardware here. I am running Wayland with the latest GNOME. And then I'm using the LTS version of the kernel. Now, why did I switch to Arch Linux? Basically, it came down to, let me pull it up, uh, the Fedora drivers for the, what's it called? DKMS, DKMS, status, EVDI, display link, there it is. Yeah, so basically, the display link RPMs, or display link are it was getting kind of rough basically. Like I would have to wait a while for God bless this guy to post an updated RPM for like the latest Fedora release, and I rely on my dock for work. Um, I rely on my personal laptop for having my keyboard and microphone and basically my whole setup work. Um, I rely on the dock as well for my desktop for when I'm not using the discrete graphics card for video output when I'm routing it through USB-C to the dock. And Arch has made it easier. And I don't know if most people knew about this. Back in my day, when we installed Arch, um, you had to go through the entire like Arch wiki. Uh, Arch install is now here and it makes things super easy. So I actually installed everything using archinstall. Um, let's see. Var log. Let's just see like what setup I did. I can actually show my disks. That's not it. Disks. Yeah, so I'm actually using full disk encryption with Btrfs as my underlying file system. I did that because in the future I might want to set up snapshots, but I like the whole idea of copy and write for Btrfs. I think that's cool compared to the normal like journaling setup like ext4, and I like full disk encryption. Um, and watch out for an upcoming video where I show you guys how to set up TPM full disk encryption unlocking on Arch Linux, as well as how to set up secure boot on Arch Linux using system deboot. Yeah, I'm using system deboot for my bootloader, and I'll show you how to change things so you can, leverage system D for your entire boot process basically, and do all the fancy stuff like using TPM to unencrypt your disks and cool stuff like that. Yeah. So archinstall.log. Let's see what's in there. Cool. Yeah, so I'm using Pipewire as my audio backend. Um, and these are just the default ones. I'm using LTS because that provides some stability for display link and the kernel modules that it depends on. And also I'm using NVIDIA, so I do like having that stability. I did have some issues with Fedora and new kernel releases and the NVIDIA drivers. So Arch Linux bleeding edge packages, but stable kernel. I like that. It's been working great so far. Very, very stable. Um, have had zero issues for 6 months now, basically. Uh, yeah, and then I am using Wayland just because, like, why not? Uh, And yeah, we can now look at my chezmoi to see what software I installed. Once install packages. Yeah, so we got age for my GPG keys and SSH keys and everything. UVim, MPV, Bluetooth stuff, app indicator, proto fonts, firmware update, Firefox, fragments. I'm using DBS broker, DBS broker, instead of like the normal like inbuilt dbus, just because I heard that Fedora might be switching to that soon and it's a little bit faster. Obviously, you got to enable the Bluetooth and the dbus broker services. And yeah, I use Flatpak for most of my other software that I install. I didn't do it for fragments just because I think there's like a theming issue. I didn't really see the need to install that via Flatpak. Same thing with MPV. I believe the Flatpak might have more complications with hardware acceleration, and I can use MPV and YouTube DL, like CLI stuff, now that I have like a local installation of MPV. Yeah, otherwise OBS, Flatpak, Shotcut, Flatpak, Steam, Flatpak. Yeah, so for gaming, I use this Steam Flatpak, and a lot of my headaches with Steam gaming on Arch back in the day was because I used the Arch package, which would have like issues whenever Arch updated. Since Flatpak, I have none of those issues now, which is very nice. Discord, Signal, Spotify, GIMP. You know, like now I don't even touch the AUR for like anything basically except for the display link software. Back in the day, I used the AUR for everything, and now everything's on Flatpak. So that is a definite improvement from back in the day. And I'm using EA as my helper. And laptop power savings. Let's think. I think thermal D. Arch thermal D. So I installed for my laptop. You have to install thermal D, and then I also installed TLB. And you have to enable the service as well. I think that's the only difference that's there with my desktop and my laptop. And obviously I have to edit the script if I really need to incorporate those changes. I'll probably do like another prompt type thing here. And I have to see if I can script setting up the TPM disk unlocking and secure root enablement. But that's for later. I'm going to first make the video guides for that as well. But yeah, this is my Arch usage. It's very standard. No, the only extensions here are the app indicator, just because I'm using Steam, OBS, stuff like that. For apps, I don't have that many. Then I'm probably going to get VS Code through the AOR or something. Minecraft just through Flatpak. And yeah, it's pretty bare bones. I like it. Hopefully you guys found this kind of intriguing. I know Arch users love debating and defending their software choices. I'm curious to see if anybody comes up in the comments and is very passionate. And do let me know if you want to see some like gaming content on Linux. I can try to be entertaining while playing single player games. I don't really play multiplayer games anymore. I could do something like Minecraft, and I do fun stuff like setting up a Minecraft server on Arch and stuff like that. Yeah, otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Pseudo Pluto out. See you guys later.